Hey guys, King Charles here. Today I'll be your judge, your jury, and your analyst. And today I bring to you a sweet 5-0 with my best team in the Little Cup. This features Bronzor lead. You gotta have Bronzor on the best team. I mean, it's that good. Seel, Safe Switch, and Shelmet closes out by literally chaining together every single wrestling move in its arsenal to body slam and bug buzz your opponent to oblivion. So, this team is very powerful. You're gonna see me come back from very bad scenarios, and that's just how good this team is. I literally go down 2 shields, lose switch, and God knows what, but this is a really sweet shoutcast, and it really shows the potential Shelmet has as its ability to, this is essentially double safe switch, but Shelmet is so good in this cup because with Infestation, there's a lot of things you can do. You're going to see me get so much energy here and come out with these really crazy win conditions. And in practice, in training, this was my best team that performed really well, and it got me to sweet 5-0 for this shoutcast. But before we get started, my therapist mental health tip for the day is going to be, since we have Bronzor in the lead when you're talking about shields, why not talk about, why not talk about resilience? So a shield is resilience, so your resiliency is for your mental health is basically, the blanket term is resilient. When you go through bad things, guess what? You could overcome them via your resilience. So this is actually from Psychology Gold Coast from CBT professionals. CBT is called, not the CBT some of you are thinking of, it's called cognitive behavioral therapy. It's a modality that's used as a very popular modality, evidence-based practice that's used in therapy a lot. And cognitive behavior, basically you take one behavior, makes you feel this way, and we try to change those behaviors. That's the basis of cognitive behavioral therapy. I do seek to get certified in cognitive behavioral therapy one of these days, because after you get your license, you can still use the modality. However, being licensed in the modality gives you a lot more competence, and it gives you a lot more validity that, hey, I'm certified in this style. So it makes you more marketable, and it gives you another tool in your arsenal. As therapists, I need to learn every single day to increase my arsenal, and CBT is one of them. But one of the 7 C's, I'm gonna put this in the description just in case you're interested in the article. Number 4 is character. Now, character, the 4 for character, the 4th C, is a strong sense of self-worth and confidence. You're in touch with your values and you're comfortable with sticking with them, and you can demonstrate a caring attitude towards others. You have a strong sense of right and wrong, and you're prepared to make wise choices and contribute to the world. Through character, you're able to strengthen your character. You have good self-esteem, and you go straight. It's a strength-based work, so you're empowered to realize that you have the ability to make choices, and you can make wise choices towards your values rather than wait for their values. Y'all know how vocal I am about PvP. I hate toxic positivity because that reigns so much in the community. You know what the funny thing about it is? The only time we've had a major change, I'm talking about the stop radius, is when everybody complained. And it's kind of funny because a lot of people in PvP will tell you, no matter what, just stay positive. Just stay positive. There's nothing wrong with the game. Just keep hoping for it. Even though there are other games that are practically eclipse us right now. What I mean by that, I stick to my values. I'm brutally honest about this game, and I am not going to promote it when it's a terrible system that needs some serious work. Not just in the fact that it works, but the system ain't it. You hear me probably talk about it on Twitch all the time, like if that question pops up, I'm very honest. This system is garbage. It needs to change, and it needs to be overhauled. And we need to get something where majority of the player base everybody can get on board with it. Those are my values. I value honesty, and I will be honest with you to the T. No matter what happens, I don't care if it devalues me or people are like, oh my god, King Charles, you're so negative. I'm a therapist. Deal with it, snowflake. No, but seriously though, stick to your values, make wise choices, contribute to the world, always stay true to yourself, and always hold true to your values rather than away from them. Because when you actually go away from your values, it's actually bad for your mental health. Which, seeing as I'm the only clinician in this entire space of Pokemon Go, as far as I'm aware, there's no other content creator out there that's actually pursuing licensure as a psychotherapist. I am, so I actually know what I'm talking about. You don't! GG's! Anyways, this is my 5-0 team with my best Little Cup team for this meta, and it's super cool, and these battles are nuts. I hope y'all enjoy it. Let's get started. Alright, so this is the best team, this is my best team for the Little Cup. This is Bronzor, Seel, Safe Switch, and Shelmet. You're gonna see Seel go to, you're gonna see Shelmet go to town, but first we got to the Shield in Bronzor versus Cottonee, and this is a great lead for us. They switch into Bronzor, and then all we're gonna do is switch into Seel. There's a shiny, however, mine is perfect. However, no, wait a minute. looking at that thing CP, that could also be a Shundo. Now that I think about it, because Hundo is $4.99, so is that a Shundo? Anyways, it's never gonna go because we're just gonna beat it to crap with our freaking Seel here. Seel's gonna go to town like Madagascar, like a Madagascar movie. So, Madagascar was a pretty good Disney movie, not gonna lie. It was fun, a lot of fun, you know, and the penguins were absolutely amazing. But this is not a penguin, this is a Seel. We call the shield on the payback. Payback does like 50%, or not even 50%, I would say like 40% of Seel's health. So we definitely want a shield. And here's where I kind of make a huge mistake. I don't shield the second one. And their freaking Bronzor lives with 1 HP in a dream. Now we're down shield advantage and we lose switch. And I'm like, I think I made a terrible mistake. So despite the fact that we won the lead hard as heck, all you see here is I'm going to get I'm going to use my expert energy management. And all we're going to do is freaking spiral tap the holy crap out of this freaking Cottonee. If you do not know what a spiral tap is and you're a pro wrestling fan, I am very, very disappointed that you don't know who AJ Styles is. In my opinion, AJ Styles is, well, actually, AJ Styles is actually my favorite wrestler of all time. I love AJ Styles. Well, it's AJ and Omega, because Kenny Omega's a huge anime fan, and I love anime. So, but AJ Styles also, like, streams on Twitch and all this other stuff. As you see, I'm going to do a little fancy thing here, as I'm going to switch into Bronzor, and I'm like, okay, I'm dead. So there's only one win condition here. The only win condition I have is, for some odd reason, this Dano does not have a crunch, which is a possibility. This is why I haven't top lefted yet. If this Dano does not have crunch, I win, because I can get to 2 freaking heavy slams and I get the buzz on my Shelmet, and oh my god, my prayers come to fruition. You know, it's kind of funny how you be flexing them double shinies. You know, those beautiful green shinies. Dano green shiny is actually pretty dope, by the way. Dano and Bronzor shinies. But you know what's funny? You don't have a second move. And yeah, it's kind of interesting considering the fact that Dano's had a bunch of, like, you know, Dano, you can hatch it. It's a GBL reward. So yeah. Anyways, all we're going to do is just nuke you with the bug buzz. These little freaking zaps are going to come through and they're going to invade your soul and tear your Dano's soul apart. Just like the shield hero and his nightmare shield, or whatever the heck you call it, the curse shield. I am so excited. If you don't know Shield Hero, it's a great anime. We got Legend on Legend action, and we got a Swinub into my freaking Bronzor, and I'm like, I'm like, wait, what? We get Seel switched into us, and I don't know why the system doesn't swap in right away. There's like a delay, and I don't know why. But I swap, and here's what's terrible. They're going to get to an Icy Wind first, so they kind of win switch. So this is a little dicey here. So I'm going to fire my own Icy Wind. Typically, even if you get Icy Wind first, you want to Icy Wind them too, just to get them into the debuff. And then we're just going to straight Aqua Tail. Ideally, what you should technically just do is just straight Aqua Tail, but at the same time, you kind of want to debuff them at the same time. However, because they do have that energy lead, they are going to win switch. So yes, I don't know why, like, it switched hella late, and I don't know why. Our opponent double debuffs us. That's perfectly fine, because all we're gonna do is we're gonna slap you with our tail feather. You know what I mean? We're gonna take our booty, we're gonna whack it. We're gonna slap you harder than Chris Rock got slapped by Will Smith during the Oscars. I will use that reference for a very long time, because you know it's freaking hilarious. As you see here, the Seel is going to go off and actually take switch from us, and this is very, very dangerous. So I'm going to sit in Shelmet here. I'm actually going to get 3 infestations worth of energy. And as you see, we got some body slams queued to oblivion. So with that energy lead, we could possibly come out with some kind of win condition here. Body slam is going to go off like no tomorrow. We're going to send all of our body weight with Shelmet. It shall protect it and attack it. And most of all, it shall take it this victory from my opponent so I can get some sweet Stardust. Icy Wind goes off, that's fine, we'll take it. And then all we're going to do is we're going to fire our body slam. I can expect my opponent to switch out here sometime soon. Hopefully they don't have a dominant match against Bronzor. I switch into Bronzor in this instance and we get this Skorupi and my brain is like, what? Why? Why? No, seriously, why? Because even though like they won switch, it didn't even matter in the end. You tried so hard and got so far in the end, it didn't even matter. You put your trust in Skorupi. You went as far as you could go. And for all this, there's only one thing you should know. Yeah, I know that. I love Linkin Park. Rip Chester, by the way, those of y'all that know who Chester is. But despite that, I respect you, my fellow legend. Right-handed salute, and you just got 2 shields. You just died with 2 shields, my friend. Dang. And that's GG's. That's freaking GG's. Holy crap, this was a... Yeah, that, I was like, oh my... I was like, dang. Okay, I'll take it. You know what? You don't complain. You just take every W possibly can. We get Kronos luck. Your luck is not going to be good on this day, my friend. We're getting Cottonee into Bronzor. We win this lead. I'm like, yes. And then they get into a Dano. This is perfect. I'm going to switch into Shelmet. Shelmet has a great match against Dano because Bug, for some odd reason, beats Dark. I don't understand that. I do not... Is this because bugs crawl into the dark? I never understood Pokemon logic of why Bug beats Dark. If you can give me the technical explanation, please put in the comments because I personally don't know. I don't know why. But as you see, these freaking infestations are doing some mad big damage, and we're gonna get the body slams really quickly here. Infestation got a buff not too long ago, and as you see, Infestation is just infesting our opponent's elo. We're gonna overcharge just a little bit. I want to get a little extra energy just in case, so we're gonna go overcharge just a little bit here. Body slam goes off, it will KO this Dano. They have a shield, but it doesn't really matter. I still have 2 whole Mons, and I have an energy lead on this Shelmet. They're gonna send back in Cottonee. I'm gonna realize that I can't actually get to another Bug Buzz, so I'm gonna shoot this Body Slam off. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna throw Bronzor into Cottonee. You're gonna do this to sponge the damage, or they're just gonna swap out right away, and they swap into Seel, which is perfectly fine here. I'm gonna hit this payback, and it doesn't really matter what our opponent does, because actually it does matter. You're gonna see this is actually gonna be a hell of a lot closer than it looks. So I'm gonna fire this payback. Okay, here's the problem here. That Cottonee is still pretty dang healthy. We're gonna fire this payback, and now they don't shield, to which I'm like, this is great. Because they didn't shield, all I have to do is literally lick down. I'm about to violate my opponent and all of their rights. Actually, yeah. Seal's life matters, but on this lane, I'm about to violate your elo. That sounds so wrong. I have such a hard time containing my veteran side. I served 7 years in the United States military. You know what? Your mind gets very tainted when you served in the armed forces. And mine was tainted for many, many years. And yeah. Icy Wind's gonna go off, and then all we're gonna do is double Icy Wind. Either my opponent's gonna just prolong this battle, or it's game over. Because they ate that payback, this is GG's. And there's really no way they can come back from this. Icy Wind goes off, and then Seel licks down for the victory, absolutely violating our opponent and any chances they had of winning this match. And that's GG's. Absolute violations. It's like, you know, when you lick ice cream, except you taste very, very... Actually, I don't know how Seel tastes. I can only imagine, you know, you're from the ocean, so you taste really salty. You know, like your tears from losing this match. So, we get the mirror match. This is beautiful. So, here's how you win the mirror. You get that extra confusion through. I am not going to fire this interval. I'm going to go over, and sure enough, we do get the extra confusion. And now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to manipulate it because I win CMP. As you see here, I just wait for the animation for the second confusion, and I'm going to fire my own playback. Now we have 1 confusion full, and our opponent knows there's no way they can win this matchup. Now, the funny thing is, I don't know if that's a Shundo Bronzor because I'm using a Hundo Bronzor. So if you're using a Shundo Bronzor, I'm so jealous. I'm so jelly. Anyway, Shield Hero, great anime. Absolutely beautiful anime. Love freaking Shield Hero. Our opponent's gonna switch out pretty soon here. I'm actually gonna... Do I shield? I don't think I shield. Actually, I do shield. So I'm gonna shield this payback, and it's actually gonna cost us later. And they send in Vulpix. So you're like, oh, but how about the ABA weakness to fire? Well, this is what happens here. If you win the mirror and they throw in their Vulpix to you, it really sucks, actually. So here's the problem. They have 2 shields. That's basically the big problem here. I'm going to have to fire both Aqua Tails and take this to the zeros to come out with a win condition. This is why firing that payback was kind of terrible. As you see here, we're going to fire both Aqua Tails, and then I'm actually going to, like, I'll put a shield but take it to the zeros. The issue with this is this Vulpix is going to come out with some freaking energy, man. It's going to be really rough, you know what I mean? You're on fire. This Vulpix is on fire, and I'm not going... No, I'm not going to... I forgot what that song is that says this thing's on fire or whatever, but I'm not going to do that chorus. No, I will not. As you see on this day, we are going to absolutely get obliterated by the Vulpix. I send in Shelmet because I want to farm down. You might think this is a bad idea, but there's actually a reason for it. So Weather Ball, as you see, does like 75%. We got a Seel. How the heck am I going to win this? That's actually a very good question. Watch what happens. This is going to be a very crazy ending to this match. I'm going to fire the body slam, and I should be able to get to another player up, and we got an extra confusion through, so this is great. So what's gonna need to happen here? I'm gonna basically need to find a way to KO this Seel and pray that my Shelmet can take on the Bronzor in the back. As you see here, I don't even get to silence his KO. That's how much disrespectful it is. I'm able to get an Incinerator's worth of energy here, and they send in the Vulpix. So we get 2 Incinerators worth of energy. So here's what happens. I start identifying I'm not going to get to a Bug Buzz before I get Confusion down. But the reason I'm firing on this interval here is because if I survive the next Confusion, I win. You want to know why? Because 3-turn moves are faster than 4-turn moves. And as you see here, I was correct. So I fired on the right interval, manipulated the fast move interval. And that's how you come out with GG's in the Little Cup. I know it's a lot sweatier than it should even honestly be allowed. We got our final match, and it's legend on legend action for this sweet 5-0, and we lose the lead hard as hell. But if I can find win conditions like before, I can find win conditions now, because you know, I'm freaking good. I am good at game. That's something Allie would say. I love Allie. I hope she's doing well. For those of you that don't know, Allie Lucky is my student. I am her teacher. I taught her how to... I basically grown her from Twitch and kind of molded her into a content creator. And yes, I'm very, very proud of her. However, she's focusing on college now, and I love her to death. And I hope she's doing very, very well right now. Whatever you do, do not look at her TikTok. If you find her TikTok, do not look at her TikTok. I am telling you, please do not look at her TikTok. Anyways, I love Allie. Look, I hope she's doing well. I love her to death. I love her so much. And as you see here, we're just violating the unholy crap out of this Vulpix and its rights. Is my Seel male? Dark Pulse goes through. I'm gonna shield here. While they're gonna definitely Dark Pulse on me, but I'm gonna shield. But I'm going to identify, is my Seel actually male? And is this a violation of this? Yeah, yep, it's a male. Yep, this is a violation. This is not consensual. You will get licked down. You will get licked down. And they don't get licked down, actually. Okay, so here's a terrible thing. I'm down 2 shields. So we're down 2 shields. How the heck do I win this? Was this a good idea? I don't know. Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Actually, hopefully it's coming on soon. Dragon Ball Super is also another anime. Never thought the Dragon Ball franchise would come back. And yes, super excited. Can't wait. But they're going to violate my rights now because now they got a Seel with 2 shields. I'm going to send in our Bronzor, and that's a Snorunt. And I'm like, oh, crap. Here's why. Snorunt actually has Shadow Ball. So, I'm gonna have to pray that Shelmet can eat a Shadow Ball, which I should be able to, because the thing is, Snorunt actually doesn't get stabbed. It doesn't get same type attack bonus because it actually doesn't carry the ghost typing like Frostless or Glalie does. That does a lot of damage. Our opponent balls out. They shoot the Hadouken, and that Dark Hado does so much damage. We're gonna fire out this Body Slam here, and I'm in a lot of trouble. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get to the second Body Slam, but I have to bank that I'm gonna eat 1 Shadow Ball for sure. And then I have to pray that Bronzor is gonna be able to get to a heavy slam. Or it even lives this. I know you're thick, but my god, I'm not. You know what? You're a shield. You are the Senate. That's a Star Wars reference. You are the Senate. And as you see, it is the Senate, and that doesn't do as much as I thought, and I am freaking vibing right now. We went down 2 shields. However, despite the fact we are still going to absolutely body our opponent, I'm going to take the heavy slam and Olympic slam you on the floor like Kurt Angle, except on this day, there will be no you suck chance. It's going to be I win, and that's GG's. I'm about to take the WWE Championship and get the sweet 5-0 from my trainer. To this day, I will violate you and your rights. Not the other way around. Actually, my shield will violate your Seel. You go down, we heavy slam. GG's, sweet 5-0. I hope y'all enjoyed it. This is my best team for the Little Cup. As you see here, it can come back from some crazy conditions, and this team is the best team I've used for this cup. I hope y'all enjoyed this sweet 5-0. G freaking G's. I hope y'all enjoyed the battles. Oh my gosh. I don't know, it was Battle 3 or Battle 4. I don't know how the heck, because I don't think about this stuff. I just manifest it, you know. I'm very creative when it comes to my win conditions, and I don't really stress about win conditions. I just let them manifest, and my brain just kind of operates like a supercomputer. It's a lot like when I'm competing in jiu-jitsu, MMA, or Muay Thai, or if I'm sparring or whatnot. My brain just turns into a supercomputer, and I don't know how the hell I manifested those win conditions, but hell, you know what? It happened, and it manifested into a 5-0. I got lucky on that first battle, though. The fact that they did not have Crunch actually came out in my favor. That or your secondary move was not Crunch. Or they just had a single move anyways. But that's a shiny Dano. Why not double move it? It's a shiny Dano. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Do me a huge favor. Please like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. I really do appreciate y'all that do it. If I don't respond to you right away, I respond to you usually like a day later. I try to make the effort to comment on every single post just so that to show my appreciation, because if you put the effort in supporting me, I will put my effort into responding to you. And also, please support me on Twitch. I stream on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and no wait, I get that wrong all the time. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 6:30 to 7:30 PST is when I usually start. And on those days, I stream on Twitch. If you have any questions, I will answer them for free. Or if you just want to hang around, a lot of the YouTube community hangs around, and I enjoy your company. I love every single one of y'all. With that being said, good luck on your Go Battle League sets. Make sure you're taking advantage of all the starts, and hopefully this team does give you an idea. As you see, it's really crazy and a whole lot of fun. Again, good luck on your Go Battle League sets, and I'll see y'all on the next video.